Children Care is a multifaceted professional and entrepreneur whose diverse educational background, varied interests, and passion for excellence have helped her to excel in multiple fields. Academically, Olanike holds a degree in Geography and Planning from the University of Ado-Ekiti and a diploma from Lagos State University, LASU. She is also a member of the Nigerian Institute of Town Planning, NITP. Beyond her academic pursuits, Olanike explored her culinary passion at Grace Springs Business and Vocational School and developed her leadership skills at Daystar Leadership Academy. Her spiritual journey has led her to serve as the Sisters Coordinator at the Redeemed Christian Fellowship, RCF. She's also a graduate of the Word of Faith Bible Institute, WOFBI, and an alumni of the Leading Ladies Business Institute. As an entrepreneur, Olanike founded Tasteimmaginations, a renowned catering business known for its exceptional cakes. She's also a consultant with Salad Master, promoting healthy living and nutrition. Olanike's commitment to community services include volunteering as a trained children's teacher at the Fountain of Life Church for 9 years. Her achievements have been featured in the Guardian newspaper, highlighting her success as a poultry farmer and TV chef. She holds a food handler certificate. Currently working in the health sector in Canada, Olanike has appeared as a celebrity chef on several Nigerian TV stations, including Kaftan TV and TVC's Wake Up Nigeria. Her life is a testament to her diverse talents, commitment to excellence, and dedication to making a difference. She is married to her best friend and has 2 beautiful children. Welcome to the Leap Session. We are so glad to have you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Please have your seat. Thank you so much for coming this morning, and thank you for honoring our invitation. So I'm just going to start with you, Sister Nike. When I first read your book, I was first angry. At the start, I'm like, Wholesome Meals For Children. What happened to us adults? We are not going to chop. And then I remember that was somebody's last born. I'm like, okay, children. All right. So the first question I have for you this morning is, what was that moment that that you said, now is the time to write the book? What was that time like? Because people are seated here that have so many things in their mind that they want to do, but they're like, I'm not ready, next time. But what was that click? What was that moment you're like, yes, now is the time. Now is the time to write, to get the book written.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for having me. Okay, so I never thought of writing a book initially, actually. But one thing led to the other, and I think it was around early last year, about within the space of 5 days, 2 women came to me telling me they needed a meal plan for their children, and I was worried because I know I've been attending to parents like that back in Nigeria before I came then. I went to the Lord that the Lord should inspire me. How do I really help people? I think people really need help in this area. And then that was how I got inspired to start a group where I inspire women on a weekly basis on preparing healthy menu, on food to give to their children for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then all that I put together in this teachings on every week basis formed the basis of formed the basis of this book. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Children need food to grow, and as parents, we need to be intentional. We need to have a meal plan for them. We need to really help them so they can grow strong and healthy, having strong bones, being intelligent, and all that has to do with what they take in. So we need, in spite of the fact that we are busy, we need to be intentional, because Even though you are busy, you still feed them anyway. So, and that is where my book comes in. I've crafted about 60 menus, meal ideas, and they all have like fruit and veggies incorporated where you can easily, and it's something that it's a simple recipe that anyone could prepare in any kitchen. So I would advise that parents should be intentional and deliberate about it. And another important thing is making sure you have on a daily basis, they have at least fruit and veggies included in their meals. And lastly, making sure that what they see around is more of the healthy options, like in your pantry, in your fridge. But if all they see is pop, soda, and all that, that is not going to inspire anything. So you also encourage them by, eating healthy with them and then, telling them the importance of it. So that is it. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Should I say every book or whatever you want to do in life comes with its own challenges. And then for this book, well, I already started writing the book before I started writing the book because I already have things written out that I only needed to transcribe, things in chat already that I needed to transcribe. And also, I was able to, most importantly, it was more of inspiration from God. Like I said, when I met those two ladies, and I was worried that how do I really help women? A lot of people were struggling with this in Nigeria. All I did then was to give them meal plans. And then I really wanted to help. And then I remember speaking with one or two parents, and when you ask them, what do you really give to your children to school? They keep saying, oh, Monday to Friday, all I give is rice, or Monday to Friday, all I give is noodles and all that. So I was like, dear Lord, help me. I really prayed, and to the glory of God, I got this inspiration. I remember the day I was to start writing, before I started teaching in the group, I woke up in the middle of the night. I couldn't sleep. I had a pen and a book. And that very day, I was able to write the table of content, like 12 table of content. As the inspiration was coming, I was writing it out. So I must say God inspired me. That's number one. And then secondly, I was able to speak with professionals. I was able to speak with other authors. I was able to speak with, should I say, of course, writers, talk about presenters, talk about anyone in the media team that cares to listen. And so with the help of these professionals, I've been able to put this book together. Most importantly, with the support of my dear husband. So.
Thank you very much. Okay. All right, I'll just continue with mine before the media helps. So, Sister Nika, you mentioned in your book that the more colorful the food, the healthier your children will be. Many of us grew up in places where our meal is usually two colors. Papa and akara, ebani wedu, rice and stew. So, should we pour coloring or what are you? So, I just want to understand how we can, given our upbringing and the background, how we can incorporate colorful things into our meal.
So, the truth is, I grew up eating ebani kokore a lot as well. I hope some people can relate here,
Yes, there's that person in Eba, yeah.
Yeah, I grew up with that, but as I grew older, it became more glaring that, with all the knowledge and technologies and all that, I've been able to read wide and see that, we actually need more fruit and veggies. Those days, the way meals were from plantation to harvest and all that, there were less of fertilizers and all that. But these days, you can't really control how whatever you get is being made. But all you can do is at least try your best to get as many. When we are talking about colors here, it's not about coloring, sir. It's actually about fruit and veggies, basically. So you need to have it. And the more you have that in your plate, the more healthy the food is. So we encourage parents, if your children are like picky eaters, they don't like chewing, you can blend it into smoothie or, So I will encourage parents to get more of fruit and veggies. And that is where my book comes in. Wholesome Meals for Children has about, I have full timetable at the back of the book. It has about 60, like I said, food ideas and recipes where you can easily prepare, and everything comes with a bit of fruit and veggies alongside. So with this, you will be able to, you'll be guided on how, it's just to help to provide that solution whereby parents are just lost of, oh, all I know is rice. Even if you are preparing rice, you could prepare white rice, but you can dice some carrots, some green peas, something to make it balanced and all that. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you very much. Okay, I would like to take one about food. The first one, okay. As a busy mother, it is easy to get Indomie, etc. In fact, my children love pizza, and my husband loves Eba. Am I on the right track?
Busy mom, the most important thing is you still feed them, right? So all you just need is a book like this to help you, get the food much more balanced and colorful than the norm, like what you are used to. For example, my children knows that Indomie is not healthy for them. Like, you don't take it too much. Do I still buy it once in a while? You have it maybe once or twice in a month, thereabouts. But they already know the rules. If you are making food that are processed, you have to, you steam it, you just sieve out the starch, then a little bit of rinsing, and then add a lot of veggies. We always have chopped bell peppers, broccoli, and all that, and the likes. Then you have to add enough veggies. So at the end of the day, you are having something more balanced, other than just having noodles. It's possible to just say, because it's so easy, all you do. That's why I would encourage parents to do a lot of prepping, which is in the book as well. You prep and keep in the fridge so that anytime they need to eat anything, you just pour your veggies and then stir together. So it's okay to eat noodles, but not too much. And then another thing is, I tell my children, whenever we have the option of, okay, we have 2 or 3 options for maybe, say, for example, lunch, I ask them, okay, now that we have these 3 options, which one do you want to go for? And if anyone is taking it, this is the way I tell them. I just tell them, you know what? Whatever comes straight from the farm is the most healthy first. For example, maybe it's yam. It's not processed. We can have yam and maybe fish stew. You add some bell peppers. If it's plantain, it's coming straight from farm. If it's corn, compared to when you are just having, just say, and if it's eba, swallow, if that's what your husband loves, all you need to do is have different kind of soup, like, all sorts of veggies, vegetable soup, local Nigerian soup. We have a foriro. Just make sure you have varieties. We have ogbono. We have, all sorts. Make sure you have different kind of soup, making sure they have, even if it's egusi, make sure you have maybe bitter leaf, scent leaf, things like that. We really make your food. If it's okra soup, make sure you had spinach, all sorts, and even kale. So with things like that, it makes your food already, it's not just eating eba, it's actually having different kind of, veggies.
Thank you very much. Okay, I think I have another one with food here. It says, what's your recommendation for eating healthy when groceries prices are high? Oh, how do we balance on healthy eating and rising cost of food?
Okay, so if you say because food stuff is getting, higher, like the price is going higher, so you want to settle for giving your children things that are not healthy. That's not a good choice or option. What I would rather advise is, in spite of, it's even cheaper for you on the long run when you incorporate or make healthy options for your children. A lot of people, the first thing they'll tell you, organic food or this, they are too expensive. But at the end of the day, the junks you are feeding them with, one day to tell on them. And a lot of parents, I hear them say, this child doesn't want to eat this. He doesn't like veggies. My question is like, do you also like veggies? Do you eat it too? Like, do they see you eating it? Like my son, when he prepares noodles for you, or maybe any kind of, you will see the whole thing, the way we garnish it, you'll be like, because he sees me doing it, He knows even if you are having sandwich, there has to be lettuce. Even if you want sausage, there has to be lettuce in it. You understand? Something green to make it balanced. So, and if you don't encourage them, no, something like shawarma, like we make in Nigeria, normally when you say, come have this spinach or have these bell peppers, they will say no. But when you make it in a wrap and you make it colorful, you know, they will enjoy eating it more than when you just call them. So there's a way to go about this whole thing, to make it appealing to them in such a way that they'll start enjoying it. And then also, most importantly, encourage them to join you in the kitchen when you are making it. Because most likely, whatever they take effort to cook or prepare with you, they will be so eager to have a taste of, oh my God, I prepared this and I really want to enjoy it. No matter they are here, just encourage them to stay with you in the kitchen. Thank you.
Thank you. Sister, okay, I'll say, what are the steps you took to achieve your book? What are the practical steps to achieving, writing, and publishing a book? Sister Nike, would you like to touch on that? The practical steps to writing and publishing a book.
You need to get professionals. Like I said, it comes with its own challenges. Like for me to be able to teach on a weekly basis in my group, it takes me like a week or two to be able to put things together. You know, God gave me the topics, the inspiration already. Then I sit back also, I make my own research, I take my time. Then sometimes I will have to form a recipe, get the groceries, the ingredients, and then prepare the food, take photos and all that, and then teach. So it's a lot, it takes process. But with the help of professionals, like I said, I had people I was always calling back to back, writers, publishers. With all that, I was guided on the right track. So I would advise you get a professional, and you have to pay. It's not cheap, because even for my book, it was in millions of naira. So to be able to achieve this, so you need to be ready to spend and then seek for help. Yeah, thank you.
What advice do you have for parents in discovering writing and dancing skills in my children?
Like my daughter, she loves to dance, and I think she got that from me. And the thing is, instead of saying, oh, stop dancing, you encourage them, okay, you can dance to gospel music, you can dance to, this is the right music, and even the steps and all that, because, okay, this is more, you can take this step or take that step. You know, just make sure you are guiding them all the way. You know, it's not always good to say, oh, I remember those days growing up, our parents keep saying, you must be a doctor or a lawyer, or that is it. But these days, whatever it is, they love to do. Just encourage, even if they are a writer, just try to encourage them, enroll them, get professionals to take them, and you'll be amazed that at the end of the day, they will come out. Just make sure you are guiding them in such a way that they become a professional and they are not going out of the will of God. As long as you are able to guide them the right way, then I think they are good to go.
All right, thank you very much. Because of our time, we will not be able to take all the questions, but you can meet them after the program to ask them those questions. Before we go, would you like to share with the audience any final words you might have? Sister Nike, we can start with you as we close.
My final, yeah.
Okay, sure.
We are launching a tool that empowers every parent, caregiver, and Wholesome Meals for Children is more than just recipe. It's a guide to nourishing the next generation with love, care, and nutrition. I have a copy here actually, but the heart of this book is ready to reach every kitchen, every home, and every child. Whether you're accessing it digitally or placing an order for your copy, know that this book was written with real families in mind. Those busy mornings, picky eaters, and moments when we just want to give our children the best. And finally, every page is filled with practical meals, nutritional tips, and creative ideas to help us raise strong, healthy children. So I encourage you to get a copy today. Let this book be your partner on the journey to feeding not just bellies, but souls. Thank you.